Peace and blessings to all the elevators of society, and this is another video of blackdollars.ca. I'm going to be talking about the latest in black culture is Minister Farrakhan getting banned from Facebook and Instagram, and everybody and their mamas has an opinion. But one opinion I would like to hear is if Scientology will support Minister Farrakhan, because the Nation of Islam and Scientology are great allies. If you don't know by now, you can go ahead onto YouTube, because I'm pretty sure Minister Farrakhan is still on YouTube, and you could hear Minister Farrakhan talking about Ron L. Hubbard or L. Ron Hubbard and the use of Dianetics, which comes from Scientology. So if you're unaware about all of this, this is all already old news. I don't know what to say to you if this is new news, but I want to know if Scientology will support the minister in this time of need, because he has been gaining a lot of support. But I want to know if Scientology is giving that same energy, because a lot of revenue for the Dianetics books and the Dianetics training, a portion of it comes from the Nation of Islam, and Scientology wanted to reach out to other communities because they were mostly white, and they wanted to diversify themselves. And this, you can call it alliance or maybe partnership with the Nation of Islam, helped solve the problem just a little bit more. And yes, Nation of Islam members had to buy books, and there's other, Scientology is not for free. You have to pay to learn more about it, in a nutshell, especially Dianetics. I'm sure there's several Dianetics books. And if you don't believe me, this is not coming from me. This is coming from Minister Farrakhan. Well, Minister Farrakhan supporting Scientology, but you can listen to Brother Riza Islam, because he's definitely the point man when it comes to Scientology and the NOI alliance. So this alliance is definitely real, even if Scientology hasn't really publicly come out and say so. So I'm going to be looking to see if there is any public statement, at least officially, with Scientology, and then we'll dig in a little bit more. But I've been looking, and I haven't seen anything. Their last post on the official website was April 9th. So there hasn't been any new news. I would like to see Scientology make a statement regarding the banning of Minister Farrakhan on Facebook and Instagram. So this was their official site. This is their Facebook page. I even dug down a little bit already, but their Facebook page doesn't say anything. So this is their Twitter page, and their Twitter page doesn't mention anything at all. Now, people might ask, why would Scientology make a statement about Minister Farrakhan being banned? And it's the least that Scientology can do for having such loyal allies put money into the Scientology organization through Dianetics, because Dianetics is not free. Um, Members of the Nation of Islam who get trained into Dianetics have to pay for the books and the training. So Scientology has seen money from the Nation of Islam. That's my point, whether Scientology wants to publicly say so or not. But they're also doing work in the community across the states. This is not my words. This is coming from Brother Reza Islam. So he talks extensively about how Scientology provides spaces like the real estate that they have across cities in America to do programs with the Nation of Islam. So not only that, okay, so we have Nation of Islam members paying for the Dianetics materials. We have Brother Reza Islam doing work in Scientology buildings for the community. He speaks extensively about it. Let me just show you this story right here. I'm just gonna read it out. You can up for it on your own though. But senior Nation of Islam minister helps launch Scientology in Ireland. So here is a picture of Tony Muhammad and Jim Mathers. So this is a tweet. No, this is on IG. Very excited about the good news in Ireland. My great grandparents from Cork, the King family name on my mother's side. This is this gentleman, Jim Mathers, over here. And over here we have Tony Muhammad. He was, I think he basically brokered the alliance between Scientology and the NOI, which Minister Farrakhan and other members of Nation of Islam speak about. I'm just going to read a little bit. The Scientology Center, which is to open in Fir House, South Dublin, this weekend, has been given the seal of approval by a senior member of the Nation of Islam. NOI Minister Tony Muhammad attended a launch in London, heralding the opening of a new center in Dublin. At the event, he posed for photographs with senior Scientologist Jim Mathers. So Jim Mathers is a Scientologist, and Tony Muhammad, he's been credited for introducing Dianetics and Scientology to Minister Louis Farrakhan. Okay. In a photo posted on Jim Mathers' Instagram account, the two men are holding a green covered copy of the Dianetics book authored by Scientology's controversial founder L. Ron Hubbard and considered one of the primary texts of Scientology. They are also standing in front of a green sign which reads, Launching Scientology in Ireland. So, what we have here is that they're basically breaking bread in Ireland. They have old Irish edition cover Dianetics. We got Tony Muhammad and what looks like to be a Ireland Nation of Islam attire. So I say all that to say is they're in the hoods of well, they're not in the hoods, the buildings are not in the hoods, but they're getting people from the hood to come out to Scientology buildings to do work with the NOI. You got, for example, global expansion is what it looks like with the NOI and Scientology. So I have to ask, where is the support from Scientology? Now, people might be like, Scientology is not a person. You gotta find the actual Scientologists like Jim Mathers. You know what I'm gonna do? This actually wasn't part of the video, but since I have him here already, we'll just check on Jim Mather's page to see if he is supporting the Minister Farrakhan. So let's just head on over to the page. Okay, I'll just scroll down a little bit. Yeah, I'm sure this is Tony Muhammad. He has Tony Muhammad up here. Okay. Okay, so he has Tony Muhammad up here, but there's no support of the Minister Farrakhan, which is odd. I mean, I will give Scientology time and the membership of Scientology to prepare a response in support of Minister Louis Farrakhan, but let's just see who exactly is the head honcho of Scientology. So we'll go here. So, this is just on their official website. So, Church of Scientology International. And then we'll go here. The rabbit hole gets deeper. The Church of Scientology International will come down to the president. The president is a fellow named Heber Jensch. I don't know how to pronounce that, but this Heber. So we'll check Heber. Who is Heber? Actually, we'll just click his name over here. Okay, so I don't think you have social media, but let's just look a little bit into Heber. So Heber Jensch was born in 1935 in Salt Lake City and grew up in a Mormon family and named after Latter-day Saint Apostle Heber C. Kimball. Interesting. Though he was never baptized into the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, he identified himself as a believing Mormon. He is the son of polygamist Carl Jensch and Carl's third wife, Pauline. Heber has 42 siblings. In 1955, Carl was arrested and excommunicated from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Well, would you look at this? Heber's got his own family issues. It's interesting. He comes from a polygamous family. Also used to be a Mormon, but I don't think Heber would have social media or anything, but it'd be nice to see a statement from the Church of Scientology. Let's see. Wow, look at this. Well, look at this story. Scientology's reclusive president, 82-year-old Heber Jensch, tells a niece he's doing fine. This was in May 14, 2008. So he's not really in the limelight like that. Maybe Heber can tell his niece that he's in support of Minister Louis Farrakhan. But it looks like Scientology has their own problems now. But before I get into that, I would like to put in a warning of fair dealing. Fair dealing in Canada is a limitation and exception to the exclusive right granted by copyright law to the author of a creative work. Fair dealing is found in many of common law jurisdictions of the Commonwealth of Nations. So, look at what we have here. I mean, it would be nice to hear some representative of Scientology becomes supportive or show their public support of Minister Louis Farrakhan at this time because of their very extensive and it looks like expanding global alliance and partnership. But here is what's going on with Scientology currently. This came out yesterday.
Given the highly infectious nature of measles, along with the possibility that other persons on board the vessel may have been in contact with and are now possibly infectious due to this disease, a decision was made not to allow persons to disembark.
It's the 440-foot motor vessel Free Winds. The Church of Scientology.
So they are dealing with a measles outbreak on a cruise ship. Maybe CNN could do us all a favor and ask if they have any comment on the Minister Louis Farrakhan's ban on Facebook and Instagram, and where Scientology stands. I mean, they need to come out and support, since the Nation of Islam has been such a financial and uh, diverse asset to the Church of Scientology. So I'm going to be waiting to see if Scientology says anything about the ban of Minister Louis Farrakhan on Facebook and Instagram. I, Farrakhan definitely needs all the allies he can get, and Scientology has been what appears to be a long time friend of the Nation of Islam. I'm gonna keep on my eye out. I'm gonna give updates to see if Scientology or anybody in the membership of Scientology says anything public about what's going on here. And if you know of any Scientologists who are not also part of the Nation of Islam who do come out and support Minister Farrakhan, you could send it to me. I would definitely love to know. Peace and blessings, and forward ever to the next video.